In this video, we're going to show you how to deploy your newly created GitHub app to render. The first thing you're going to do is go to the TinaCMS/AI content repo and hit deploy to render. We're going to open it in a new tab, and you'll get a page like this. And now all you have to do is give the blueprint a name. We're just going to call it AI content test. AI content Logan, we'll call it. And we're just going to hit create new resources. But this first deploy is actually going to fail because it doesn't have the proper environment variables we need. So let's go into here, go into settings, and this is the one we just created. We're going to go into environment. And now we're just going to create the environment variables we need. So let's go down here. First thing we need is the app ID, which we can get from here. So paste that in. The next thing we need is the GitHub client ID, which is right here. And the next thing we need is the secret. We already created a secret for this GitHub app, but we'll just generate another one. You might not have one already created, but you just hit the generate button, hit the copy button, and then we can paste it in here. The next thing we need is our private key and the webhook secret. So next we're going to put in the webhook secret, which you should have generated in the previous video, and it will be generated something like this. And in our case, this is what we got here, and that is what we added to the previous. That's what we added to the GitHub app. So we'll add that, and then we also need this here. The file that was downloaded whenever you created your secret. So this is a .pem file. And we'll paste it in like that. And if we go, this needs to be called private key. Oh yes, and the last thing we're missing is our open API key. So we can add that as well. We can add that by going to OpenAPI, hitting create new secret, and we can call it whatever we want, and then copy it. I already have one copied, so we can go and add that as well. Hit save changes, and then we should be able to do a manual deploy. So there we go, it looks like it's up and running. Now we just have to copy this and make sure we update our GitHub settings. So make sure you have your homepage URL updated, as well as the webhook URL updated, and then hit save changes. After you save your changes, you can hit install app, and I already have this installed, but in case you didn't, you'll be able to install it here, and it looks something like this. And I have clicked only selected repositories, and I have chosen this test content repository. Now we can go and test it. So this is just that test content repository, and we are going to comment AI fix a new post. And we should see the logs come through in here. Yep. So it looks like it's working as expected. We're using the GTP 3.5 model, and we're getting some suggestions back. And there we go. Now we can see it's made a couple of suggestions on our post, and if we wanted to, we could commit them or choose not to commit them. It's totally up to us. So there you have it. That's how you can post your GitHub bot on render. Just as easy as clicking the button, adding a couple environment variables, and updating our GitHub apps URL.